All right, so for those who believe in the Fetu Afashe spirit, I want to believe they are soaked heavily in the spirit because the Afashe is on. At the moment, so many activities are ongoing. Those who will be sitting in some corners and drinking their heads off, they are drinking, but drink responsibly. Yeah, I know when you get to the coastal areas and it comes to some of these festivities, the way people can drink their heads off, that's what the English will say. The person was drunk to stupor. So please, whilst you are drinking, remember there is tomorrow. And again, remember school has reopened.
Of course.
So the money you are using for beer, Guinness, chicken, kebab, and all, ask yourself, have you bought the books? Have you bought the pens?
Paid the fees.
Have you bought the pencils? Or better still, have you paid the fees? If you've not done any of the above, then please think twice and spend responsibly. On this note, let me welcome you all to Showbiz Daily. Showbiz Daily is live on Sammy Flex TV. And just as you know we do it with you guys. So ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to be a part of today's show. Remember, you can join the show via our WhatsApp platform, Facebook, Sammy Flex TV, YouTube, Sammy Flex TV, where your comments will be seen and they'll be recognized as well. My name is Sammy Flex. The team, we are all ready. Close to me is Roland Amate. Roland Amate works with Shagzy. He also works with Shatter Movement Empire. And again, Roland Report, which is on YouTube and showbizchannelgh.com. And today he is part of the squad here to deliver. Meanwhile, in Team Dodi Solomon is also called Chemo. And Chemo is also here for us to do our thing. Chemo is our online manager, Flex Entertainment Limited, and Intidosu Digital Solutions. And you know, when we sit like this, beautiful conversations all over. So tell someone to tell someone to tell someone that Sammy Flex and his squad, they are live on Aboakyere TV. They are live on Sammy Flex TV. So you guys are welcome. Now behind the scenes, let me also give some shouts to the production team. Producer is Desert Ishen. Sammy Two Guys, the director. Camera is Theophilus Ni Alote, Kofi on it, photography. And the studio is being managed by OPK in charge of master control room, technician Lovely Soa, and graphics OPK. We do this with a full squad, therefore we don't slack. Are you feeling my vibe? Yeah, man. We do it with a full squad, therefore we don't slack. Well, let me start with this because our fashion festival is on. Let me start by asking my people whether indeed in Ghana, are we having our festivals to meet the kind of development the country is on? Or because it is festival, we don't even look at what we are supposed to do. Because I'm asking this question because of this. Now we are talking about development. We are talking about ICT. We are talking about AI. We are talking about like high powered stuff. But when it comes to our festivals, are we celebrating it in line with some of these things, or yankofa na in sumu ayenkojina nsuonim sa yankasa okay insuru cry with mind BP like BP. That's my question for today as we do Fetu Afashe. I know there are so many activities that have already started, and let's see how it is going. Roland has been a very cultural man ever since the Ghana issues came out for conversation. Roland has been holding his cultural values very, very high. And I want to ask him first, when it comes to festivals, are we doing it to modern standards or festivals?
I think at this point I need to join the cultural activist group.
Yes.
Empowered by you.
No. You need to be part of that.
Yes, I have to be part of that group.
Yes.
Well, for me, I think we should be able to blend it.
Okay.
And in blending it, we should not lose sight of technology in modern day. But neither should we also be so much focused on modern day stuff and lose the values of what we want to project or celebrate.
Okay.
You know, every festival has its history significance or cultural significance.
Okay.
And mostly, it is not only about the people who are connected to it.
Okay.
But it is also about displaying the beauty of it to the rest of the world.
Okay.
And thankfully, we have technology to our aid now. Or we have technology, technology as you see, currently. Technology came not to abolish or cancel what we know,
okay,
but to help us do it even with ease and faster.
Okay.
That is how I believe it should be done. Inti sisi hano ubisa se o yenye dada na se na oka wo intro nim no se yensuo bi na yekogire mu ana se ya abo bi na yekoche a yenko ye still yenko nre mu nkochi na. Yes, we have to do it. We have to do it. But the difference is that this time we should be able to use technology to advance its publicity. You will see use of technology at the advance at kind of education.
Okay.
You see, when you take a festival like Aboakyere, for instance, I mean, as much as I
was going to ask a question about
yes, as much as a won a cultural significance and an importance to the people, especially with history, it is also very good, even if you want to bring it to modern day understanding. When you want to situate it to forest reservation,
okay,
wildlife conservation, and all of that, we know the advantages as far as some of these things are concerned.
Yeah.
So as much as we want to be modern, we want to modernize some of these things, we should not lose sight of the fact that because we want to modernize it in Sebe, ye kwaye na yebekwa akwache aboa ana yebekwa akwache mmoa no yenwu no.
Okay.
Yense no anas yemfanye bibi for all in the name of ye wo modern day. But say ye ja kwaye bi ti say sa kwaye ye kwache mmoa ewo ma. Eno so wo ho ensusuaso pa de breye as a people.
Okay.
So as much as we will be holding our culture and our beliefs, we will still be able to preserve certain things that in the long run will also be beneficial to us. Because our forestry, we get a lot of things from it. Apart from farming, the wildlife helps us, even in terms of tourism. There are so many things we can get when we conserve places like that. And it will be only because of culture. It will be because of our belief but when it comes to the coastal areas and the gang communities like this, there are days we don't go fishing.
Yeah.
And when you go, they would
apart from Tuesday, any other day?
Tuesdays. And maybe when it is Homo War or certain special occasions, or when something happens, there can be a ban on fishing. But on a normal, it is only Tuesdays. It has its cultural and spiritual significance. But then, when you want to bring it to modern day understanding, we all know the importance. The brain. So you intimate fish from Sunday to Sunday. At least one and they also need some days to procreate. They also need some days to expand, to multiply. And some of these things are the things that culturally we can use, tell our own story, trumpet it for the world to know that, okay, this is how we do our stuff. This is how we celebrate our stuff. But then, modern way, we can also, with the help of social media, push it more. Because in Kofona, target your mono. People outside the cultural space. Ebia say this ethnic group no mudi omo festival na. Their target is also outside the like people outside almost space nim. And when you see kika ko enye Ghana hankwa abrofo mpo mu fi echire eba. This time I think for the past few years there mebo nkofo ko bi abaso, especially when it comes to festivals, because I have seen some conscious effort not to even, your friend saying, limit festivals to only Ghana. But rather sisiano utimi say amanfo to me bo festivals who de de kwa abroche nyina amebi edu to say akwesi dae some of these special occasions as far as your culture is concerned. Sisia, you can see people who will tell you, or they can call you and tell you, say, hey Charlie, may buy for this festival, may buy for that festival, and idea any And it is becoming beautiful because of technology. Social media can one. The air trumpet more. Into these people would also want to come and feel that indigenous stuff na in it say yes sunny there and you ain't me attract you because omo baby omo wono omo nim aboakyere abo bi ani wo omo koche no say be say ka abo hampo abo ntin na omo kofa e de ye nkwan kra asemato
you dare not.
I tell you inti no sa niam nti na etwetwe omo e no omo ba behwe bi inti entimi nka so because of modern day inti no say yensuo bi ne ye beko ho akoyi apa ya yejai ne na sisi ade yakope your friend saying gagba bi na ye di nsuo gum na ne abeyi apa da bi e wo se yetumi conserve nsuo no inti na galamsey ne ho na ese ye nsuo no amanfo bi ti gina ese da bi ye hwe ma ne nse esa exactly inti no obisa ya I think say so far it has been very good. It has been very good, but near ye no yentimi ntontwene e wo se ye hu style be ye the technology ni social media ebe ka ho a say education ye dey ma amanfo a this time dey ye bohu dey right ebetimi akọ ekire mo ana say eye niam eye nigye ni bibia e pese amanfo hu a ye betimi aboa ne aye niye.
Okay. 9% bisa question we Aboakyere because you use as an example about me trim. Down be call manchi aboa, what does it mean? I don't know if you guys know about this. What does it mean? Because I know, say, even when they go in their groups now, who comes home first with the deer? And on days and I die because what happens to the festival?
And no dear mean but me assure say it is out of some of these instances in Tina Asafo groups no. Omonye enye ba kono. Enti
ye hwe omu nyina
enti e bi di beba
because onim we bibi hunhu amate hunhu bi amate ni bi ni say oh sometimes mpo no emmo ni bi o ho a enye yakoche omu nrom ebi kwa ese nkofo bi obi kwa omonye omo chemo baby etedia during the thing on be ya ye to a very say toss ye toss it okay why for the win here muda budi okay muda budi beba no matisa room one da it may be true it may be false and that's what I'm asking generally. I don't know say ABS school ni ye train ye refidia ya kona bwana ya fabia ma then besi well some took my information be was screen me name say betimi aka there Wikipedia there okay yeah share yes when I'm for me didn't drop from those fine but
sugar fato
the real kasa me name say so only should American only should American
I'm trying to find something but what I'm getting is that if they don't get that
the deer
then it's more or less like anticlimax festival. A successful one means the whole thing has been successful.
That is when they will find the deer.
The deer.
Then it becomes successful.
Yes.
To that, that means that festival, you know,
and more like an anticlimax because they couldn't satisfy the spirit. At the end of the day,
gods were angry.
The gods may be angry, yeah. So they will do something about it, but that's the information that I'm getting.
I see. That's what I'm asking, say, because now we are looking at modernity. Can we say, okay, monya DNB and free room and if is there something that we can do to still because now so, imagine people coming for the festival and they come so this year festival and they anti-climax. The perception
okay, so
is
what
wrong.
they do is, according to the information I have, is that they will replace it with another animal, and in this case, sheep. So this is the information that they are giving. In the past, if hunters failed to bring a deer, a sheep was used instead of a substitute as a substitute sacrifice. This was accepted, but never carried the same spiritual weight as the deer. So when they get the deer, they are using it as a sacrifice to the spirits or the gods. But if they don't get that one, they will use sheep in replace of the deer. Just that the weight that they believe and that the deer will give is not the same as the sheep will do. Yeah. So at the end of the day, they will still do the final ritual. Just that the deer will make them believe that whatever that they are sacrificing to the gods, they are taking it instead of doing it with a sheep.
I see. Well, I think substantively I can now go on to Chemo. Now, Mimi Sanisa question here, Pepe. So, festivals, yes, so far we are having our festivals Ekoye. So, Oti Krobo now share festivals near Kosovo Bontina. Who is a be a nature, any character, no? Entirely different from what we do here. Like the Notting Hill Festival, Muye. Ukona should be on the yes. Barbados there ya Muye. Ukona Musha say yeah. And that dear no, yeah, can't Ghana there. So how are we also adding modernity to the festival so they don't lose touch with modern people? Because now, let me speak the hard truth here. So say a fashion bar now festivals bar. Young people know me yeah festival. The cultural festival no and no omonka there be. Young people now even say fetu fashion be. Omo move free a quantum say yeah coke but be a bed there no they don't go there.
So no kuna.
Omo chama deasa then cake. So reason way important to me is okay. And then the mad then by attractive the young person who is going because say more free more festival the significance no I swear it will be dropping. And I say but you bedru I will say I started drink shake I will see a drink shake na etimi edru. Chamo come through and come away.
I think it's important that we talk about this at least. Omo any this animal especially now the culture advocates. they will also look at that part and see how they can push it for us to get the
results
that we are looking for, or how people will have interest in going with it.
Okay.
And in this case, what I would say is that we can't change the old ways of doing the festival. I think we can change, but we can add something to it for it to attract others to come and observe or even be part of it.
Okay.
Because as the festival, there's an aim to it. All of them. When you consider it, the one thing that is for sure is that they do it in a way to pacify the gods, protecting the town or the kingdom or whatever name that you want to give, the community or the land. Yeah, exactly. So there's that spiritual side, and I think there's nothing that they can do, because when they are doing the sacrifice, when they are doing the festival, you will see that at a point they will do their sacrifice or they will perform that ritual thing to entertain the gods or give the gods something to also feed on. And then so when you take that part out, then it is also a way of gathering people in the community. And in a way, at the point that now you Christmas near that, that was a way you gather all the people in the community. So mobile bar around now as a festive season. We were doing a whole lot before even Christmas came in. Okay. So that was a way for the community to meet and do that kind of thing for themselves. And again, it was also a way for the leader of the community, the chief or the king, whoever, also give vision of how our better community neko. So it was a way the community will gather at that moment for the king or the chiefs in charge, to tell the community how things should go. Okay. And say omo the new rules to be aba. As a community omo this one. That is the time chief edibetuja. Say be free na ko yenye say yenkwa ha yenye say, because nananam say there we did the omo ni ho and all those things.
Okay.
And the ho na no set rules time I am call forest if farming community fishing community time you can go and fish and all those things. That was the time those things will come up.
Okay.
So apart from the general rules that is available, it was also time for the new rules that they want to introduce to the community, because at that time when the CS were in charge, at that time they will consult the priest, the chief priest of the town or the community
to talk to the gods,
and
listen to
so
new commands and directives from them.
Yes, exactly. New commands may come, and then so from today after the festival we are not supposed to do ABCD. No, after this festival we can now do ABCD. That was the time, but now that they have replaced them with Professor Huan and Professor so and so. Now the priest, I don't know if they still function the way that they're supposed to function. I think at this point in time, almost what any activity is what, because priest ni bi okrana chirabosuma convincing into what was actually. They say no community be crowd wa make me aka say omuni priest impo. But in the olden days, community bia
chief priest.
Chief priest. Or
not same CI consulting
and all those things.
Yeah, no better there.
But because of modernity, churches in then now communities ni bi okra na okwa unya a priest bia onti or ebinum so I replacing with sofu. Ebia na sofu bi o ha ohene ne gini di se wa ben a and ono na ohene ne consulting instead of like a traditional priest na ya. So I think the way for us to bring modernity to it, for me, I think the technology part is where we should look at. Aboakyere, for instance, I think maybe at this time around, say, omo kwa kochi aboano na yen doubt like you and I say, omo the native, I say baby there, omo va GoPro. Emo bo mo stream no mo na mo
omenya data first
omenya they say you
connecting fiber
Starlink
they go deep some go deep
network and omo GoPro say anchor live krana live recording omo ba omo am e no group bia no at least mu leader ne there say GoPro bon mama so that's the modern way to capture attention of people who wants to see what is happening. I think there's that. I don't know, by all means there will be a way, maybe based on how they've been doing it. Sometimes they say that there's a form of secrecy to it, so there are certain things that they don't want to reveal. But if they can pacify the ghost, like I said the other time, now they can review those things. So go live when you are searching for the animal. And I think it will be an interesting thing that a lot of people will want to watch.
Well, interesting times indeed when it comes to festivals in Ghana. We are trying to find a way that modern people chamo say betimi anka omo ko Aboakyere na omo de cams and activate all body cameras. Yeah, ntimi anka bi nanka wo fie ni ye hwe omo ho gbo no omo ta no ni switch group 1 group B group 2
assistance.
Man, betimi actually first.
Oh my
word. The whole world, everybody.
No, what you are saying is true.
Oh yeah, it's true.
But I'm thinking about its feasibility. In terms of even the technology, apart from Sikarikra, data,
even if they can't stream live, they can get the live recording, and after that one can also be played or premiered.
Live because you person born you say be a common sapan.
After the live, you see when they do the live recording, and also all those actions. So imagine when they come, and after the final ritual is done, they tell you, okay, we will be premiering the adventure now. How they were able to capture the deer in the forest. Imagine some anticipation. They can even premiere it in other regions as well.
Tell a festival they send a key soap for kind. The tradition goes on. But tradition air cost on not a dream. Number 4 mobile. And yes, I better maybe no. do festival na Guinness ni beer ni champagne ni Hennessy side no and no be costro aja the main activities but also we tell them no it's mo bi anya say you go Ghana festivals and imtia no we want it in a way 10 years to come 20 years to come 30 years to come you will still have more people following because you see a man for any BA battle when the chemo ka say chief priest come almost no so ka that time ka yare kra to be ewo village bia ye call chief priest or my chief priest come but crank go be say and then na ekoso but now modernity is killing all of them
losing our culture
and then your chief priest ni abia osofo pani bi o kro na say and doctor bi o kro na chief priest there onka ho but abia can modernizing in a way bia and still we will be considering them. Let's start thinking now where we need to be proactive.